Hello and welcome to the Sketching Greyhound. Thank you very much for coming. We are drawing today live, and perhaps you see it afterwards. We are drawing Lucifer. You probably know that from the thumbnail, so welcome to the stream. Hello Mary, hey Tisha, I hope I am reading that correct. Welcome to the stream. Tisha, you don't like him, I'm sorry. But that is what was requested on my Discord, and that is what I want to draw today. But if you really don't like him, it can very well be that this turns out to be an ugly picture. So perhaps that is something that you will then enjoy. So, hello Mary, how are you? Thank you very much for waiting. I hope you noticed that I went online. You have been waiting for a while, I think. Thank you very much. And yeah, I did not change the drawing picture. I have to do that still, so please bear with me. We will have a wrong image for a second. We had in our Buffy club last week, if you're a Buffy fan, visit the Friday stream, because we are drawing the Buffy characters and talk about the episodes. So let me see, there's the template. You will see my mouse for a second just because of my setup that is not perfect, but it works. So Lucifer, this is our picture for today. It does not have a very good quality, so we will see if it works out. It is kind of a challenge once again if I can make this look good. We will see. Not much detail. Actually, he has a couple of, I think, some mark here and somewhere else that he needs. That is part of him that I cannot even see on this picture because it does not have a good quality. So we will put that in. I will have to open up another picture to see that. Hello Kira, welcome to the stream. Kira is one of the two that were very vocal in electing him as a target. So that's why we are drawing Lucifer today. But also because, as chance has it, not really chance, because I mentioned it last stream, and because of that the request came, I am watching Lucifer at the moment again, and it's a cool series. We had a very cool episode last night that was really engaging, and whatever you call it. And so we're drawing Lucifer today. Mia, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you today? Haven't talked to you in a while. How are you? I like to draw on the gray paper. You cannot see it, that's a good thing. The camera perspective, but here there are already smudges on here that I cannot erase. I don't know if that's like oil from the fingers, I have no idea. Sometimes on the gray paper there are smudges that I just can't get rid of. Kira, you binged 6 episodes last Sunday. Where are you? Where in the seasons are you? You're good, that's great. Yeah, I recognize the picture, Mia. Do you want me to call you Mia or Novid? You can choose. I'm pretty good actually. I am how do you call it? I'm removing one particular medicine from my daily schedule right now, and that is a good thing. It is, we are phasing it out, and I'm very happy about that because it's not the unstrongest. I'm not good in English today, I'm very sorry. It's quite a strong drug and I'm happy to get it out of the system. There are a little bit of withdrawal symptoms though, but today, for example, I don't feel anything, and that's good. So it's very particular eyes, so we have to get them right, or we fail right from the start. If this doesn't work out, we will have to try again with another picture. But we will see. I will try my best. Somewhere in season 2 or 3. That's not very informative, Kira. That's not very informative. Novid, okay. Hey Atab, you should sleep. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, I'm trying. I have already a slump again, so not sure how many comments there are right now that I should answer and I'm not answering, but I am trying from time to time. I'm already going in with the really dark one here because he has this pretty strong black line around the eyes, makeup. And I hope I'm not ruining it directly. Sure. I'm really not sure with this picture. We will see. As I said, if it doesn't work out, we will need another stream with a better picture. No worries, Kila. I'm working hard though. Am I working hard? Yeah. Mary was waiting for a long time already, and now she came in late. Mary. Thank you very much for joining. Arthur, I told some of my friends about you. That is good, but unfortunately they are all Indian, so they don't have much interest in art. Indians don't have much interest in art? I'm very surprised by that statement, because there are tons of Indians visiting my channel, and for some time Indians were the predominant location. I do not know if they are really Indians, but from India they came, and there are tons of Indian art channels also commenting on my channel. So I got the idea that art is really big in India. Can also just be because India, the population in India is so enormous that it just seems like a lot. Actually, I always wonder whether he is wearing eyeliner or not. In this picture, I would say yes, definitely he is. So that is why I am drawing it very dark. I perhaps overdo it with that, but we will see. I think I have also to smudge this guy. We have very white eyes, so we will draw them very white. And this is very dark up here. I think it's eyeliner. I think so too. Yesterday, again, I the whole time I was thinking, yeah, he has to. Which makes me interested in how it is planned to come across. Does he have eyeliner as Lucifer, or is that somehow his natural predisposition? Is that natural for him because he's the devil? I don't know. If anybody of you knows a writer for the series, you can ask them to join today so we can get that discussed. Indian by large go for simple composition and folk art. We don't usually go for portraits or realistic drawing. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of portrait artists from India, so I was just assuming that art is pretty big there. But I believe you, whatever you tell me. So, eye number 1 is already done. Of course, we will work all around it. But that's the first step. Let's put in the eyelashes. I would also say that he probably has mascara on them, but not too much. But he still has very visible eyelashes. So, no worries, I know it is very late for you. I'll top, don't worry. Anna. I think that no one has that black skin around the eyes. It has to be light pink to be healthy eye. Yeah, I mean, as the devil, the character, not that Tom Ellis is has makeup for that character. Yes, I agree, but if he is supposed, as the character design, if he is supposedly wearing makeup, or if Lucifer, the devil, has this black line built in, you know, that's what I mean. I hope I can make myself understandable. I have so bad English today. Terrible. Good thing is, as far as I can say, most of the people online right now are not original English speaking folk. So I hope you can forgive me. So this will be a less detailed picture, for example, in comparison to the Dean one, which will be released tomorrow as a cooperation with Mary. So if you guys want to head over to her channel before the collaboration already, do that, but at the latest go there tomorrow, because she will have the fitting Sam to my Dean. If you are a Supernatural fan, you should be on the lookout for that. Yeah, you understand me. I am trying to, even when I know it's not really English what's coming out of my mouth, grammar wise, I try to construct it in a way that helps people still to understand the meaning of what I want to say. So this will be interesting. As I said, it is not the best quality. We will see when we come out. It cannot be that detailed because I do not have that much detail. I try to invent a little bit, but it might be a bit difficult. My head is back in the picture. I have to try to stay outside of the picture. So yeah, but it's still amazing, Mary, so everyone should watch out for that. I like watercolor very much. I have even my very own watercolors. And I have drawn. I don't know. Have you seen it, Anna? Have you seen my vision? That's a watercolor portrait, and I'm pretty proud of that because it's my very first watercolor portrait, and I like it more than a lot of my pencil ones. So if you haven't seen that, you should look out for that. And but I have not really been brave enough to try another one. I should though, it was fun and I really liked it. I still have to edit the video though, Mary. I will edit it tomorrow. I haven't been able to do it before. And but most of the time I'm editing it in the morning, and it should be done around 1 or something. I think should be, and I can send you the link then. Would you be able to send me your banner, the one that we want to show in the video? Because for the life of me, I cannot convince any of my browsers to be English. So it would be in German, and that would be a bit strange. So I've seen that yours seems to be in English. If you would be so kind, that would be a great help. What time will your stream start, Mary? It's not a stream. Mary is not live streaming yet. She is. She posts premieres often. Will it be a premiere, Mary, tomorrow? I've never posted a premiere before. I probably won't post this also as a premiere, so I could join yours if you post it as premiere. At least I could try to join it. Not sure if I will manage to, but a very loud company. I will write you, Mary. I will write. I will be able to send you. I will be able to send you the link to the video tomorrow around 1 or something, 1 p.m. I have not been able to edit it yet. So how will we do this? I'm not even sure how we will do this now. as always. So we have to be careful with the white. I've drawn the a base. You see the base lines, the shapes, the proportions. I've drawn that before, as always. And on the gray, you cannot always see it very well. Because I'm using a very hard pencil that I can erase very well. On the gray, it shimmers and it is very silvery, so you always have to watch from certain perspectives. So sometimes I have to show you the lid of my head. How is this called? I have no idea. Nice company? With Mary you have always nice company. Oh, you mean the one that is present at Mary's? I hope so too. I thought in the premiere of the video tomorrow. So the nose also has a very distinct form, shape. So I will just go for it. So this will be really, this might be a very fast one. I will just go for it with the very dark pencil. So I'm already doubting again my life choices here. I'm questioning my choices. I wanted to blend. We post it regularly so people can come from me to you and vice versa. Kira and company are 6, 4 and 1 year old. Oh my god. Good luck. 6 and 4 are making a mixture for the pancakes. Oh, that's nice. Do you have some food coloring? Pancakes with children have to be in color. You didn't you do those violet ones? Which I could not really see as violet, but the children were happy nonetheless, I would guess. So why is there now something like black dust on it? Not sure if I like that. So I already saw in the beginning when I was drawing the general shape of it, I saw that around the nose here I really do not have that much. I don't see a lot in that shadow, and when I tried to draw the shape of the nose, it looked really meh. So we have to really draw it like it looks, not as how I would draw a nose normally, if you understand what I mean. So, yeah, from time to time I am not ignoring the chat, but I have to concentrate. So, I'm sorry for being not very responsive right now. Really not sure how this will turn out though. I try my best as always. I think his look already has a little bit of Lucifer, so that's a good thing. I'm not sure though if we will only recognize him from the look in his eyes in the end. So, Liana, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for dropping in. Dropping by. Dropping in? I think you can say both, can you? I think I couldn't paint and chat at the same time. It is... Yeah, as I often say, I'm more of a instinctual drawer, so it actually still... It is more tiring to me to do it, but it's still not that much work because my hands work pretty much without me. So it's more of a automatic thing. Oh, no worries. Anna. About watercolors. Okay, no worries. I said I have drawn, I like watercolors very much. So, and I have already drawn one portrait in watercolors if you haven't seen it. That is my, it is the Vision one. So if you have not seen that, I am pretty proud of that one, to be honest. But I wasn't courageous enough yet to draw another one with watercolor. I would perhaps have tried to draw Dean in watercolor if I had known beforehand. So, as long as I don't say drop out, yeah. Drop out would be the other way around. My favorite medium, I think you can guess that one. No? If it was anything else than the pencils, I would draw in that one. But that is for my favorite medium to work in. So if you mean to look at, that might be a different one. I have actually not thought about it, but I really like watercolors and the look of watercolors. So I probably enjoy when looking at art, not my own. I probably like watercolors. More than acrylic, for example. Yes. I would have thought that you would guess that. So the lips also are not very detailed in our picture, but they are also very important for our model. This will be again a pain to edit with the head constantly in the picture. So if you are new to, I have of course forgotten, I've forgotten to record the video again. If you're new to my channel, I am drawing portraits, pencil portraits, almost exclusively. And I have 2 live streams per week. One on Wednesday and one on Friday. The Friday one is Buffy themed. If you know Buffy, if you like Buffy, you are more than welcome to join it, or even the Buffy Club, which is a little club on my Discord server. where we vote on the next character that I will be drawing. If that sounds like fun to you, you are more than welcome to join. Link to the Discord in any other video but this one. In any other live, not non-live video. In one of the time lapses you will find the link tree with all my social media accounts in it. You can follow me also on Twitter or Instagram, and you can also find my Discord there. Can I stop you? No, you can ask whatever you want. Doesn't mean that I have to answer. So, ask away. So I'm not sure if this will work out. I'm really unsure. I'm saying that again and again and again. I apologize for repeating myself. But I'm not lying. I am unsure. Easy answer, Anna. The door is locked. So I close the door when I stream. And the only thing you could hear is because their eating place is right on the other side of the door. So you might hear them chomping. And they are really loud, but probably not. Probably you cannot hear them. And that's not a silly question. The cat isn't here also. Sometimes the cat wants to stay in this room, and she can. The dog could also stay inside here if they wanted, but most of the time they are in the living room anyway and not here. So with Lucifer, I really like also the cast of characters. Although I have to say that I really forget all the names, especially Maze. I know the short name. His brother. For the life of me, I cannot remember that name. It's an angel's name. It's a really complicated one. Maze is a demon. Mazekiel, something like that. Mazekiel. Detective Douche, the ex of Lucifer's love interest. Dan, I think, is his real name. Well, for example, he has a therapist. The devil is getting therapy, which I find quite funny and very well made in context of the series. And I've seen the actor before of the, I just don't right now also do not remember where, but I like her also very much in context of the series, but also the actress, she's pretty good. Mazakine, yes, right. Mazakine, something like that. Renalden's Art, hey, welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. How are you today? Mazakine, something like that, yeah. Linda, is that the doctor? Yes, she's pretty cool. I love cats. My mom has lots of them as a child. We have one cat by now, and she is quite aggressive. She loves coming for pets, but you have to be very careful when she's done. So she's a really model cat that can also be a little bit of an a-hole. She's also very old. Very old. She's older than she's 15, I think, by now, or approaching 15. Christos, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for dropping by. How are you today? She probably is, Kira. You just really have to know with Lady, that's the name of the cat. You really have to know how to approach her and to read her signs and language. But still, she can sometimes surprise you. Yesterday, I got a couple of hits from her, but without claws, fortunately. I have a cat allergy, so I really feel it when they claw me for a long time. Yeah, but we were with Lucifer. So Lucifer, if you don't know the series, is all about the devil, and the devil that left hell. He did not want to be the Lord of Hell anymore, so he came to Earth, to Los Angeles, and opened a nightclub. So exactly what you would expect the devil to do. He brought Mazakine, Maze, with himself, a demon. I think he's first in command, right? Probably. I don't know if they say that, but that is probably true. And he has this nightclub and gets to know a detective, and because he finds that very interesting, he starts solving crimes with her. He finds her interesting and becomes her partner, her consultant. He's quite the asset because he is quite understanding of the human nature, actually, although as long as he's not in one of his delusions that he always thinks, I don't know, he is quite paranoid with certain things, and then he reads everything like he wants to. But other than that, he is quite the asset for Claire, the detective. Detective Decker. And of course, she is the love interest. And it's one of those series where you are waiting all the time that they get closer. And you know, even if they get together at some point, they probably would break up and come back again, and break up and come back again together. But he's very charismatic. He's extremely charismatic. Very well played by Tom Ellis. His personal bodyguard, yeah, but not only, right? She's also a jailer for his mom, for example. No worries, Anna, I can have more than one discussion at the same time. Chloe, not Claire. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just testing if you were still listening. And how dare you accuse Lucifer of love? The only thing he loves is his sins. I say no. Liana, you probably know that. How far are you with Lucifer? Season, episode, not necessarily midst of season 2 or whatever is enough. It doesn't have to be the exact episode. We are mid season 2, I think. Second half somewhere, or towards the end even, something like that. Thank you very much, Ren Allen. Thank you so much for saying that. I think the eyes look actually pretty good at this point. So thank you very much for the compliment. I am pretty good. I am enjoying drawing, although I am not sure how this will turn out, but for now it seems pretty okay. So I am good. How are you? Mid season 2. And you yourself? Season 5? What exactly do you use for the white of the eyes? I am using the Conte à Paris Pastel 13. So it's a pastel white. I was looking for something that is really, really white. I looked for a while and then I found by chance this pastel one, and I do not hesitate to mix because it really fits well to the pencils, so it's pretty cool looking with the black and white. So that is the white I am using there. Also here in the highlights on the nose and on the mouth. So that is all, or here right now, all the pastel Conte à Paris. It is not the cheapest one, but I've used it now for a while and it's still pretty long, so I think it's a good value. Might be a bit expensive if you're planning to paint a whole piece of paper with it or something. You can look out for this. I got it on Amazon. They might have it also. It's a big company, and they also, the same company, the black one I'm using is also from the same company. But this is not a pastel one. Up to date, so you're in season 5. Really looking forward to new episodes. But we are also somewhere mid second season, so we have still a lot to watch. We also still have a lot to watch with Supernatural. So I would say those are the two main series for us right now. So I guess it's time now for this side of the face. I'm a bit procrastinating with that because there will be quite a lot of black and important to get the shape right. And this is the first one where I'm really using the blending right from the start. So I'm not really used to this technique. I kind of did something like that also with Joker and with the Ultron one, but kinda. It's not the same. So I'm playing it safe for now, so I'm less is more right now, so I'm not going to the extremes. I'm not going full dark yet, and probably I have to go further in. But we're careful. I think that polychromos are pastel pencils. No, they are. I don't think so. I have this polychromos, and it doesn't feel like pastel when you draw with it. I think it's normal colored pencil, whatever they are made of. I don't think they are pastel. It's not nearly as white as the Conte à Paris. It is more I would say it feels like transparent white. When you draw with it, it feels like a transparent white. I only have the white one from Polychromos because it was the first one where I tried to get a really good white, and I'm using it for less white areas because the pastel actually is not very good in it is always a very strong white that you draw with that, so blending is a bit difficult with it to have some kind of transition. You can do that much better with the Polychromos. I sound unhappy? I'm not unhappy. I'm really not unhappy. I'm really good for my for me. So we have this shadowy connection to the eye area. then we have this a little bit further in. Probably will use this pencil to get it blended in these areas. Works pretty good actually. You're not feeling good, Anna? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope nothing went wrong with you and your situation at home. So as always, we need the beard to make it really look like him, the stubble. And we will get to that soon, I would think. So, but we need to be a lot darker here on the outside. You're very good, Shrinallen. That's good to hear. Just enjoying watching you shading, just using a cotton bud. Yeah, I'm really not doing that often normally, but I'm starting to like that technique to get the shading a little bit more dark actually, because just using this pencil you see still a lot of the light gray of the paper through, even in the darkest places, and that makes it look actually a lot lighter. So to get really dark, I'm using these swabs to make it a little bit more blended. Cotton swabs are not really that ideal, but right now I do not have anything else, so they are doing the job. Just check their polychromos artists. So they're different polychromos then. Okay. So I have the regular. So perhaps I would be more happy with the pastel polychromos. They could also be a good alternative then for the ones I'm using. If you're interested in exactly the pens I am using, you can see a list in the time-lapse videos of the materials I'm using. At least in the later ones, not in the early ones. So I've realized I'm going to lose Grandma soon. She's going to be in a better place though, isn't she? As you have described how she's feeling, yes, I would think so. And it depends all on what you believe, but I would say yes, she will be. And that realization is difficult. So I feel for you. You cannot always hear it in my voice, I'm sorry, but I do. 85, yes, I think we already talked about it. Nobody in my family reaches that age, so she's blessed to be with her family and enjoy the time that you have with her. Thank you very much, Rinalden, and thank you very much, Mary. Good night, Anna. Sweet dreams. So the hair will also be a bit... He has very slick hair, I would say. Very dark. So I'm not too sure how to approach that yet. But we have still other stuff to do first. We are 1 hour in, so still a lot of time. Still have to put in a little bit more background for this stubble, and then we can fill in this stubble and see if that is the missing piece in getting him to look more like himself. It's actually big help to from time to time look at the smaller picture. On my screens here of what you see, because it's not, most of the time it's really not about the details when you try to get, or it's not only the details that make a person look like themselves, it's also the shape of the head, the general shape of the head and stuff like that, which is very important. And you can see that better in a smaller picture. So sometimes, for example, it helps if you would just take a photograph of your picture and look at it on your smaller phone screen or something like that, to get an idea where with the big things you might have to still work on. The horns, I was thinking about the horns. The thing is, I would have loved to draw them in color, but watercolor will probably not work on the gray, or at least not look as nice. So I was thinking about that, and that I could try to do it with colored pencils. I have some, not the best quality ones, but they should work for this. I'm not sure if I will, to be honest. I might record the video without and then try and then re-record if it worked out. I don't know. So I actually think we can try to put in the stubble. So what I actually would like it for him to have more powers, to be truthful. So it seems like in this series, in this universe, the angels, fallen, not fallen, whatever, seem to all have one specialty. And super strength and invulnerability, stuff like that, yes. But Lucifer, for example, seems to only really have the ability to get people to spill what they desire. Their deepest, darkest desire. Most of the time, they are actually not dark desires, and he is pretty disappointed when it's more modest stuff. But that seems to be more or less everything he can do with special powers. So, by the way, did you recognize a Menadil? I never remember that name. And yes, of course, Liana, we will meet him again in the Buffy Club. And now I did not press record, but I noticed and it was too late anyway, so I will use again the YouTube video. I had to do so also for Dean for the video released tomorrow. Oh no, I had to for the... I'm not even sure for the Dean one if I have to use that, but the other one before. What was the last one? I'm drawing too much. Wings. I want to build exactly. We had that yesterday, I think. It was a cat sanctuary, I think. I want to build a cat sanctuary. He was very disappointed. He's always looking forward to the desires that people tell him, and sometimes he's so disappointed. So first we will see how he looks with a mustache. The last one, I think we are a couple of episodes after that. Cat Sanctuary, very cute. I don't... Who was that exactly? Who said that? What was happening in that episode? Then I can tell you an approximation of how much episodes we have seen afterwards. But it probably, it's not a spoiler really when you haven't seen it, so, but you probably remember that episode. It was the last one I think we've seen with the poison and the antidote. That was really, what's the word? Exciting, not the real right, suspenseful. Really good episode. Intense, yeah, but suspenseful. I think that's best word I would find for it. Who wanted to build the cat sanctuary? I don't remember. I think that was the... I don't know. Or the drug dealer, whose secret desire was that he wanted people to really appreciate his art. Also a good one, and quite disappointing for Lucy. The 3 episodes go together. Could be the poison ones then. The pilot. Ah, yes. I remember. So those episodes, yes. Then you're probably... probably is the episode I mean, the suspenseful one, then one of the next you will see. And for people who are not aware of that, Lucifer is a DC Comics character, so he could, in theory, meet with Superman and Batman and ask them about their deepest, darkest desire. So drawing beards is not always the most exciting thing, but for somebody like Lucifer it's so important for the recognizability, and you sometimes feel like you want to rush it. You cannot really rush it. Season that was, so sorry if it's spoiler. It's not, I think those kind of spoilers are okay. Story spoilers are the evil ones. I don't think Batman would like that too. It wouldn't be interesting if he asks the Joker or Harley, though. Might also be a little disturbing. Although I'm not sure, I have never met Lucifer in the comics. So I'm not really sure if he's not living in a specific world, alternative world. Because I've read a lot of supernatural DC and Marvel comics with Constantine and so on. And the DC counterpart is Constantine DC? I'm confused right now. But I've read a lot of them and I've never read in them Lucifer, I think. You missed a totally exciting pointillization of the beard. I'm sorry that you have to live with missing that. But you can go back in the video if you want to see. Are you watching a Sanctuary series too? What is a Sanctuary series? He's in one of the big DC series. In one of the which one do you mean? There are countless ones. So I've not seen him. For example, I would imagine that he would have been interested in the Black Lanterns, that he would have done something there. I've not met him in the Infinity, in the Crisis ones, Crisis on Infinite Earths or Infinity Crisis. I've not seen him there. Not consciously. I don't. If he appears in a panel or two and looks completely different, I might have missed it. Mary, what Sanctuary? Is that the title of the series? I think I have read that title somewhere, but I'm not sure. So I'm not watching. But I try to remember what it's about. So I think version 1.0 of the beard is done. I don't know what you think. I think it helped him in looking a lot more like himself. Now we have to find the other areas which we need to adjust for more similarity. Sanctuary is a sci-fi Canadian TV show. One of the crossovers from the Arrowverse. Ah, okay. So, not comics. Series crossover, okay. TV series crossover. Error. It's old from... Too old? 2008 is old? Ah, you make me feel so old again. I don't think I've seen it. No, I know I've not seen it. Don't know why I said I don't think seen it. So I think that also helped making that a little bit more defined. The cheek. He's cheeky. Cheeky boy. Let's try to fix this side. I think the smirk does it already. I like his smirk. Yeah, only this year's series series are not old. If you say so. Makes me feel old anyway. I mean, it's funny how old, for example, also Supernatural is. We are binging it a little bit at the moment, and not too long ago they had still flip phones. So they finally started to use smartphones not too long ago. So I will actually use now the polychromos for less extreme white areas. Or will I draw them? I might draw them extreme. No, I will use the polychromos, for example, here. For a little bit of a not so obtrusive highlight. Same for here. Now though we need a bit of a stronger highlight. Thumbnail of this, I do not know. Hey Mohit, welcome and thank you very much for telling me. I do not know what is happening there. It is something that happened with the last 3 live streams. I have to afterwards, I'm trying right now to replace again. It's actually the 3rd time that I change the thumbnail. I do not know what. It might be that they have changed something in my streaming software, that it somehow ruins the thumbnail. I don't know. It did not save it. So I'll give it some time. It should be fixed, but I really don't know why. What's happening there? But thank you very much for telling me. No, it's not on purpose. It is an error, and I do not know where that is coming from. I have to look out for it more. The last 3, it happened already, I don't know why. But it's really annoying to schedule it and then go into the software and re-upload the thumbnail every single time. I don't know if I'm the only one with that issue though. So the less... How are you, Mohit? Welcome to the stream. So a little bit of highlights on the cheek here, on the right side, so that we get a bit more dramatic effect in there. Wonderful. This Lucifer movie is a horror scary. It is a TV series, not a movie, and it is not really scary. It is supernatural, and you have a couple of demons and stuff, but you very seldomly see something really creepy in there. It is more of a crime detective series with a little bit of, I would not say horror at all, actually. Not yet, at least. Perhaps it comes later in the series, but I wouldn't call it really scary at all. It's a comedy, yeah. It's a crime detective, supernatural comedy. It's really funny and suspenseful, but not scary. Yeah, but with a sense, Liana, I think. No hardcore person that would be offended by the language and the sins would watch a series about the devil anyway, so actually a lot stronger here on the small screen, the white here that I've put there. Let me make it a bit less intense. So this looks not very, doesn't look like a smooth transition. You can also see stuff like that much better on a smaller screen. If you have somewhere a smooth transition or not. But let's go for, we are 1.5 hours in. Let's go for the forehead. Not sure if we will be able to draw the hair, but I have to say I'm not too unhappy with our friend Lucifer for now. It turned out better than I feared. So forehead. Let's go for the forehead. Also, in which country and age the question is coming from. IMDb is rating it 14 plus. 14 is not that. Yeah, you have, of course, it's more problem. If you had a problem with it, you would have it with the murders and stuff. So it is a crime series about murder. So in every episode, one or more people are dying normally. There are probably exceptions, but if you're okay with general crime series, Lucifer is not something that would be problematic for you. Really not. Definitely not horror. For now. I mean, he shows his demon face. The demons show their face very seldomly, but it happens. And they look a bit more scary, but I've seen worse in non-horror series, so wouldn't call it horror. Kira Raria, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. You haven't watched it, but you want to. It sounds like you want to. Take the plunge. We have seen the first season when it came out on Prime. I don't know how far they were outside of Prime there. And then we didn't really continue watching it because there's just so much to watch, right? So we just recently, last week I think, started again watching it, and this week, and we are enjoying it again very much. So we will probably keep on watching it, alternating with Supernatural, which we still have to finish. I mean, a series with how many episodes? 15 seasons. Takes a bit of time. Everyone has watched it, and it sounds like something I'd love. If it sounds like something you'd love, you definitely will love it. It is really well written, and Tom Ellis just plays it so good. He is so charismatic. You believe him that he is the devil Lucifer Morningstar. And he does a lot of puns. He is very funny. He is not very respectful. And the dynamic with the detective and with the humans around him, also the supporting cast with his brothers from heaven and sisters from heaven. It's really fun. Well, I think he hasn't made a lot of puns lately in the season. When I made that statement, we had at least 3 episodes in which he made a lot of puns. So one episode I can even tell you what happened, but I cannot tell you the pun anymore. So it was about this. It was the first few episodes of season 2, actually, when he was seeing his mother in everyone and everything. He made a lot of puns in those first few episodes of season 2. But it was, again, much less. But it was so much in the first episodes that we said, yeah, now we know why Liana likes the series so much. Because of all the puns. But it got less again, yeah, I agree. Thank you very much, Mary. I like bad puns and I cannot lie. So... foreheads I find always very difficult because they are by nature pretty flat and I find them difficult to shade. Because they are not really flat, they are rounded, but so slightly sometimes, and from the lighting here, so barely shaded that it is really not easy to shade them. So definitely not the most difficult thing to do, but still well, I would say not they are very difficult to do, but not the traditional difficult, if that makes sense. Probably not. So funnily enough, the lines on his forehead are not visible to me on the reference pic. That can very well be. But they are there, and yeah, I have to see how intense I make them, though. You have the pic though in your WhatsApp. There you should definitely be able to see them. So, add your own grammar. That is the motto of my stream sometimes. I think we need the hair to make him really look like himself. I probably will not draw... Where's the clock? There's the clock. I probably will not draw the hair in the stream though. Or I might. Ear. The ear is also very dark. So it will probably go quite quickly, actually. So as I said, I would actually like Lucifer to be more powerful. I don't know why. Perhaps because we discussed it, that it's actually not horror or something, but the supernatural aspect is also quite not very strong, let me say it like that. It's subtle. It's really more subtle. So we're talking about those celestial beings. There are a couple of them in the series, but they are really not very far from humans, and they talk like they are far, far away from humans, but you do not really see that. They don't feel that far away from humans. And yes, it is difficult to give him too much powers, or it would be much too easy for him to solve these crimes and stuff like that. So probably is good the way it is. But even his super strength, he doesn't use it very often. Is a good motto. Not please bring your own food, but please bring your own grammar. Actually do kind of sort of see one line when I enter full screen and plant my nose right on it. And that's what I did. That's the only subtle thing about Lucifer though, isn't it? Yeah, not a lot of subtle things with Lucifer, that is true. Actually, I really like that there are not so many powers and stuff. Yeah, as I said, it's probably also for the balance in the series. It's a good thing. And also when powers like Uriel, if powers like that come into play, it is fascinating. More fascinating as if they would just throw those powers at you at every turn. So it's probably really a strength of the series. But sometimes with the really bad ones, I'm really happy when he whips out his super strength and stuff and really frightens them. You know. Because they deserve it. Well, I thought now, wouldn't he be way too overpowered? If he would have the stereotypical devil's power, yes, definitely. If he was a Lucifer like in Supernatural, for example, that would definitely be overpowered for such a series. So yeah, it's probably a good thing. But I think it's a what if question, that I'm just interested in the question, what if he was more powerful? I don't know. So, I'd use the word flamboyant. Shouldn't there be more glitter for flamboyant? No, that's tacky. Yeah, probably. I have to go now, Greyhound. Thank you so much for the amazing tutorial. To pick up. Thank you very much for being here, Reynolds. Thank you so much for spending time with me. See you next time, I hope. Thank you. I think he is really powerful, though. I just don't want to go into too much because of spoilers. We will see. He perhaps he's just restricting himself. I don't know. Perhaps he wants more of the human experience. I mean, if he wants to more or less torture somebody without physical torture, but psychological, there are scenes where he just enters the room and you hear screaming, and they are also directly willing to give him everything. So that is by itself powerful. But he doesn't do that very often. You see, I do not really. It's quite cloudy with the with the cotton swab. But with this pencil I can fix that for the most part, get it a bit more balanced. Not perfectly though. I have a paper thingy for blending this stuff, but it is already, I do not even know if it's that much better, but it's also already dirty, and I do not have, you need sanding paper to get it clean again, and I don't have some. I have to get some and then try it with that other thingy if it's better. So so I would say I think this goes too far, but I will not be able to completely fix it, I guess. Oh, I get it. It gets erased pretty okay, actually. So bye, Mary. Have fun with the pancakes. Thank you very much for being so long with me. See you tomorrow. Read you tomorrow. An art question. What kind of paper are you using there? Is it just normal paper but gray, or is it a thicker one? It is thicker. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, I think you can see it. It is thicker. Let me see on the other side if there is a weight on it. 220 gram here. You can see it there. So it is a dedicated paper for the purpose of drawing. But you can use all kinds of paper. And if it is printing paper, it is just, it's not this paper. I'm not even sure if this is the best one, because you can see some smudges here. They are very strategically hidden behind the layout of my screen, but these smudges here, I cannot really erase them. They look like pencil, but I do not know where they are coming from. But on most of the gray paper I have it. Wow, I don't know where it's coming from. I cannot really remove it. And this year already it gets really, I think you can see it, it gets a bit yellow because my hand was always there, and the oils get really soaked into that gray. So I'm not sure if this gray paper is something I would recommend, honestly. You can see in the materials I'm using, I have a list in the time-lapse videos, not in the live videos, but if you open any of my time-lapse videos, you have, of the newer ones, you have, especially with the gray ones, you have a complete list of the materials I'm using, also the pencils and everything. I have that paper blending thing too. I don't like it that much. Yeah, I'm not sure about it myself. I tried it when I was completely not on the side of blending at all. So I will have to get sanding paper and clean it up and try it again if it is more uniformly blending than the cotton swab. I've seen a lot of people using their fingers but I don't want to do that. I think I might also try that at some point in time, but it doesn't sound that ideal. Dana, welcome. Hey, thank you very much for jumping on. How things are going. Sorry I missed the start. Just sit down, take a break. Looking great. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I have to drink. I have a little bit trouble with coughing, but no, I'm not ill. Don't worry. But my throat is very dry at the moment. And once I start coughing, it follows me. Thank you very much for dropping by, Dana. How is it going? How is the packing going? I won't be on for too long anymore though. Let me warn you. The 2 hours are just full right now. So I will probably stop very soon. You don't even see it in the quality, the stubble here in that line, but I will just draw it in because logically there is stubble in the jawline, making it a little bit more fuzzy. And I need more stubble here, I guess. Dana, have you seen Lucifer? Do you know the series? Do you like the series? It's going great, closer and closer to be done. I can't. You are packing now and planning and everything for so long. I cannot imagine the relief you must feel when you're done. When it's finally going down to Texas. So I think there is still a lot to do with this one to get to a point where I'm satisfied. But the hair in itself should already be quite something. That should help. But we won't start that anymore, he said, and then took the pencil, wanting to do a little bit of the black here, just because this will be completely dark anyway, and giving it already a little bit of hair should actually give us an idea of how much that will add to the picture. We'll do it really, really black here, which you can see the paper through it, the gray paper, and we will smudge it so that it becomes really dark and black. And that is the sole reason why I've started with this blending slash smudging. I think you can already see if I just hide, or let me do it also on the other side. And then we will cut off his head, and then we can see the eye will already... This is not completely black though, so we have to be a little bit careful, shade it a little bit more creatively. So a first layer that is pretty dark, but not black. And then a little bit of shading in there. So that's enough for now. Do I like the series? The packing is not my favorite. I like unpacking. I like being done with all that, I have to say. Packing, unpacking is not so very much mine. So if we hide this, it looks... You can recognize him, yes. I'm still not really 100% happy though. It is not the best material to work with. It is not a lot of detail. I have to get on it on the weekend and see if I can raise the quality somewhat. Thank you, Dennis. I'm still not convinced though. But we will put one highlight also here into the white. I'm not sure if it is even visible, but the pen also does not want to draw right now. Come on, give me white. It hates me. Not even sure if you can see that, or if it helps at all. But yeah, okay. But that is it, I guess. Always when I want to close, I always see a little bit of something that I quickly want to adjust. So this is definitely not my best. It is actually turning out a little bit better, I think, than I feared it would. I was not very happy from the very start with the quality of the picture and the details I have in there. So I actually feared for it to be worse. It doesn't look like a picture I will just scrap. I think I can do something with it still, and it is not really bad, but I'm also not really in love with it at all. So I will have to see how I adjust it. As always, I draw on it the complete live stream, and then afterwards I take a step back, let it simmer for a while, and then I come back to it and see what I have to still adjust. You can see stuff like that much better once you took a little break and then get back to it. And then I normally adjust and fix a couple of things. And you can see then the complete creation with the very first step where I draw all the proportions, which I do also before the stream, then everything I've done in the last stream, and then everything I've done afterwards in a time-lapse video of 5 to 7 or something minutes normally. Some shorter, some longer, and that will be released next week. So thank you very much for dropping by and keeping me company. We had a lot of conversation today. I enjoyed it very much. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. I am very thankful that you spend time with me. That is not something to just brush off. Thank you very much. It would not be any fun without you, so thank you for dropping by. Yeah, so I would be very happy if you stay a little bit on my channel and take a look at the timeless videos. Let me recommend you something. What is one of my favorites? What is one of the latest ones that I have drawn that I really like? I like from the Buffy Club, I like the Master very much. You can find that on the channel. If you want a regular person, Dave Reardon from the channel How to Cook That is also one that I like myself very much. So it would be an honor if you stay a little bit longer. Thank you very much for watching. Buffy's also very good. Thank you very much, Dana. The Master of Buffy, they are really good. And I do not say that often myself about my own work, so take my word for it. Go and check them out. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. I was about to tell you have a great weekend, but it's the Wednesday stream. There will be another one on Friday. I'm looking forward to that one. I hope you will be there too, so we can talk again. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening and goodbye.